Hi guys and welcome back. So we've been talking a lot around the routes and the views, and if you want to look at the implementation of our projects over time, if we have, let's say, 100 routes and you have to put the logic, this route or web.php file is going to grow astronomically. So it's going to become so big, and that will not really be a good approach. It will not be very readable. And like we said, Laravel separation of concerns, model view controller. We have seen the view that is in a separate file. Now we want to look at controllers, right? Controllers basically are the logical part, are the brain of your application. And we're going to create a very basic controller file, which is we're going to call it public controller. So that public controller is going to be the one to handle welcome, about, and contact us. So we're going to open our terminal. So for us to create a controller, you can use the artisan command. You do php artisan make controller, right? So php artisan make controller. You give the name of the controller public controller, right? Public controller. Now, when I'm doing this, you should look at this folder app HTTP controllers, right? So immediately I hit enter, it's going to create the controller file inside the app HTTP controllers folder. So once I hit enter, you see that a public controller.php file has been created. So I will go now to this public controller file, and I see that it's a basic PHP class with a namespace of app HTTP controllers and a class called public controller. Now, controllers are mapped to routes using methods. I know that may be a bit, maybe sounding a bit weird, but let me maximize the screen so we can actually have it side by side. So I'll put this side by side. So we have this get, right? This get route, it's supposed to have its function or its method here. We have this about route, it's supposed to have its method here. We have this contact route, it's supposed to have its method here. So we'll take it firstly. Now the slash, we can call it index. So we're going to define a function, public function index, right? And that index function, what is going to happen is going to return the same view of welcome. Or we can even call it welcome. You can call it any name that you want, right? So you see that it automatically says that this is what we are doing. We're creating a function called index, and we are saying that that function is going to return a view called welcome. Same thing for about and same thing for contact us that we're going to do. So we do public function about, return view about, right? And then we go now to contact us, public function contact us. So I'm using the camel case in here, return view contact us. Now we have done this, so we need to tell our route that when I hit /, don't just go and return me the view, but take me to this controller, right? And to this method index, right? Take me to this controller and to this method. And this can be done simply by, I will comment this. So this is the route view approach, and I will use the route controller approach. You can do now route get, right, slash. And then we open an array. What is the name of the controller? Public controller and class. And then the method is index. So we save this. So we are saying that each time I hit this / endpoint, look for a class called public controller and the method called index. So public controller, index method, index method. And if we save this and we go back to our browser, we try to access the home page, we see that it is still working, right? It is still working as intended. We're going to do the same thing for about. So if we comment about, so this is the route view, we'll use route controller route get about, and then we open our array public controller class and then about method. Same thing for our contact us route get contact us, public controller class, and then contact us. Contact us. So for us to have this nice and clean, we'll just pull all of this down so that we know that this is our new implementation. Cool. So this is the old implementation up here, and this is our new implementation. Route to controller to view. Then this is route directly to view. So this is our old approach and this is the new approach. So if we save this, oh, okay. I'm sure somebody has been screaming about, yeah. No, okay. This, yeah, cool. Sorry about that. So here we have route slash takes us to public controller index, route slash about takes us to public controller about, and route slash contact us take to public controller about us. And if we save this so that we are sure, we refresh the page and we go to about, we go to home, we go to contact us, we go to home. So everything is working as expected. Just for you to be certain that this is working, if we go and for example, we are on the home page. We're on the home page. If we just remove this one, right, we save and then we refresh, you see it doesn't show us anything. And if we make a mistake and get the different name, for example, we say index E, just an example, right? We save this and then we come and we refresh the browser. You will see that it will throw an error. It will tell you that call to undefined method app HTTP controller public controller, right? So it's telling you that it is looking for a method called index in app HTTP controller because your route has told you that go to public controller and look for the index method. But it has entered into this file and it cannot see the index method. So it is throwing this internal server error called to undefined method index. And we can easily solve that by just going to our file and then changing this to index. Index, and then if we refresh the page, we have it nice and clean. So in this tutorial, you have seen how to write controllers. You can create controllers using the PHP Artisan make controller, and the controller will have a namespace, will have a class, and then each class is pertaining to a particular endpoint. So public controller index is for the /, this is the file. Public controller about is for the about folder, it's for the about route, which is this. And then public controller contact us is for this particular endpoint. So hope you have learned how to create controllers here, and you have learned how to create methods and return views from the controller.